Hi guys, it's Holly here at Faces. Welcome back to the Face It podcast. Today I'm here with the gorgeous Aneka from Another Mill, Manchester. Thank you so much for joining me on the podcast today, lovely.
Oh, it's been my pleasure to join you.
Oh no, I'm excited to chat with you. So, just to get into everything, let's talk about your aesthetics journey then. So, do you want to just give us a bit of insight into how you got into the industry and how you've built your business to where it is today?
Yeah, of course. My passion has always been kind of beauty, aesthetics, people's faces. When I was younger, I was obsessed with Watched, and how I know how Dr. Nassif would literally transform people from kind of being messed up by, I don't know, another surgeon or something, to kind of transforming them to making themselves feel so much more better and confident. And that was kind of the key thing that always struck with me, is the difference you can make with someone just by helping them kind of look and feel their best selves.
Yeah.
The difference in someone's confidence, it's amazing. But I studied psychology and criminology at university, but aesthetics was still in my heart.
Very
Um,
different, very different.
Very different, but both helping people just in different ways.
Yeah, absolutely. So, at what point after you graduated were you like, oh, I just want to pursue my dream? Criminology is just not really for me right now.
Straight after.
What did your family think?
So fun fact, I actually left in my third year to pursue
Did
aesthetics. Yeah.
you?
Yeah, and at the time it was against my parents' wishes, of course, because they and even my friends, so many people were like, you're this close to, but if I had it my way, I would have left in my second year and
Okay.
started the journey a lot sooner. Um, but I just thought, my thought process at the time was, I have wasted so much time doing something I don't want to do, that I don't want to waste another minute. I just want to get going.
Do you know what?
So
Now, with how well your business is going, though, everything happens for a reason. And
exactly.
are your friends and family like, okay, fair enough, like we get it now?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, now it's a different, like, I remember my mom saying, okay, if that's what you want to do, make sure you do it. And I
Yeah.
said, don't you worry, mom, I will.
Yeah. So that was your why. That was your like, right, I've got to do this now because if not, I've just wasted 3 years at uni for nothing and now
That's
spent loads
it.
of money. So with regards to treatments and that kind of thing, then what are you finding at the moment your clients are loving when it comes to treatments?
So for me, obviously, and I think for a lot of practitioners, lips are our bread and butter, so to
Yeah.
speak. I mean, different practitioners have different strengths as well, because I'm like friends with a few different practitioners, and what different people have popular for them is quite interesting to see. But for me, lips are my bread and butter. And then after that, I've noticed skin boosters gaining a lot of popularity recently as well.
Yeah.
Skin boosters are, especially I'd say in the last year, they've gotten very, very popular
Yeah.
with the likes of your 70 Heil, Profilo, Revitrain, like, and people know a lot about skin boosters as well. They will specifically ask for kind of like, oh, do you have 70 Heil? Do you have Revitrain? Which
Yeah.
is nice to see clients having the knowledge as
Yeah.
well.
I think
And
it
being
comes
able
from
to
like
actually
social
know.
media as well, doesn't it? Like, especially
Yeah.
70 Hale, their marketing team, they must spend
On
thousands on their
fire.
marketing. Like, they are targeting for women, in my opinion, from like age 20 to 35. Like, that is
Yeah,
their
that one that
target.
glow.
Like, the colors, like their Instagram page, like obviously the results, it's a great product. But it's just like, it makes me want to get the treatment when I see it, you know?
Honestly, it's an amazing skin booster. Honestly, it really does give you a great glow.
Yeah, amazing. Yeah, I think skin boosters are definitely here to stay, hopefully, because I think they are fantastic treatment. And like you say, I think clients are investigating a little bit more. They're seeing things on social media, they're feeling influenced, but also taking care of their skin a lot more, aren't they now? Like it's not just the dermal filler and Botox, you've got these other treatments which can really, really help with your skin and just looking more youthful.
Yeah, 100%. And it's such an amazing treatment to have, like without kind of, for some people, if they don't want to kind of go the full route of filler, then sometimes a skin booster is nice if they just want a bit of freshness, a bit of plumpness, but without actually having filler.
Yeah, 100%. It's like a gateway treatment. So like once they've had a skin booster, they're like, oh, okay, anti-wrinkle, then dermal filler, which is obviously great for you. What kind of clients do you have then? So what sort of demographic do you have for in terms of your client base?
Do you know what? I was having this conversation with a friend recently, and I actually have a very varied demographic, I must say. Like, I have your likes of your kind of 20, 21-year-olds that are just getting started on their kind of filler journeys. I have your older lady that's like in her 40s.
Yeah.
Just with a little bit of Botox, some skin boosters, a bit of microneedling to get rid of the fine lines, things like that. Then I have kind of your middle ground. So honestly speaking, my demographic is mainly women from the age of 20 upwards, from all walks of life, that just
Yeah.
want to look good and feel good.
Yeah. Oh, that's so nice. And I can see you smiling because you're like, I want to make them feel good and look good. That's so
Honestly, I love that. Like, I know that yes, what we do, there are treatments, but to me, it's more than that. And I think to a lot of clients, without realizing, it is more than that, because when you have your, like, I'm sure, I don't know if you've had any treatments done, you're stunning.
Yeah.
Like when my Botox is fresh, I feel amazing.
Oh my God, yes. 100%.
Yeah, like you feel like, you know what, I can have any conversation with anyone, anywhere,
Yeah.
anytime.
It's just that psychological aspect, isn't it? Of okay, like I've had some treatments. My practitioner has said that I look good, so therefore, like I can conquer the world now. Like I can do anything.
That's it. And I think even the confirming part is when they leave and they see, like, you know, they go to work and people say to them, oh, you look really fresh.
Yeah.
And then suddenly they think, oh, what I've done has worked. And it brings their confidence up, because, you know what, maybe, like, I had a client message me the other day and she said that before having her lips done, it wasn't even like, nobody even mentioned her lips. And now it's one of her most complimented about treatments. And it was really nice to get that message a year after.
Yeah.
Just saying it was one of her most complimented features. Now people always tell her lips are gorgeous.
That's so nice. And you've done that. Like you're the one who's done that and like given her that confidence, which is amazing.
Yeah, the one point I get when I get a message like that, it will never get old.
Yeah, it's such a rewarding industry to work in, isn't it, in that respect? I think, you know, you can't have a bad day at work when you're making people feel great.
No, it's so true. Like I always say, my job is just coming in, talking to people most of the day, and then I just put a needle in them every so often.
Yeah. I mean, to put it bluntly, yeah, that is very true. With regards to other treatments then, what are you sort of looking at the moment in terms of adding to your treatment list, and what are you sort of thinking you might want to go into if there's anything?
So over summer, I finished my teaching qualification. And another Will is also CPD accredited. So I'm just finishing up my training courses. They're launching actually in the next couple of weeks. So I will be launching those. So instead of adding more treatments, I was thinking to go into the training route, but I don't want to train the masses, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Keep it limited, because I enjoy doing what I do as well. Like I enjoy the actual client part of it, but I also feel like sometimes you have to be the change you want to see as well.
100%. You're so right. What do you think will set your academy apart from other academies when you launch it?
So when I launch it, you're not only going to learn kind of the ins and outs of treatments and the anatomy and physiology aspect of everything. There's also going to be an extra day of business support, of kind of helping people get the best start with their business and kind of giving them an almost kind of business 101.
Yeah.
To kind of launching your social media, how to run it. Because I feel like sometimes we get the knowledge, but we don't always get taught how to run your business. You
Oh
know,
my God.
sometimes even like, don't block your clients if they send you like a response you don't want to hear.
Yeah.
Like the little things that I've heard from other clients along the way, and I think, but maybe it's because people aren't equipped to handle certain things.
Yeah, do you know what? I was speaking to someone about this earlier, and it's so true. Doing the treatment is such a tiny aspect of running your business. You have
That's
to
it.
know how to do your accounts. You know how you need to know how to order your products. You need to know how to become a therapist, because clients tell you everything. How to support your clients, everything, and that is, like, as you say, training in itself. So I think that's a fantastic idea that you're dedicating a full day to actually cover these things aside from just doing the treatments.
That's it, because I think, yeah, it's important to know how to, one, start off as a practitioner in the best way, and also how to grow as one as well.
Yeah. And learn how to use the Faces app as well. Definitely need to include
100%.
that.
It's an amazing app. I have used it probably, I think after about a month of being in aesthetics, maybe. I don't know. You'll probably know how long I've been on the app more than I do.
I can probably find out, yeah.
But I think it was about a month or two after I started in aesthetics. So I've been using it for over 2 years now. I know that. And honestly, it's been amazing. I was looking for a kind of CRM kind of app, because paper is great, but one, it's not environmentally friendly. Two, having it just under one system where you can search your client's name, you can see everything all at once. It's so much more convenient, so much easier, and it's just, I've loved it from the beginning. And I've seen it grow and change as well
Yeah,
over the last few
yeah,
years, which has been really nice, because it's
yeah,
become even more efficient
yeah.
than what it was 2 years ago.
Amazing. But yeah, we're always trying to develop it to make it better for you guys as practitioners, easier to use, more features. Like, we go with what you guys tell us. If there's something that you need, we make it happen. So because you're the ones that are using it, and it's nice that obviously the industry is ever changing, but it's nice that we're kind of growing with you and growing with the industry. So yeah.
Yeah, at the end of the day, I feel like things like what you do are also the backbone of our industry, because there's the treatments, but then there's also kind of the red tape that needs to be handled, and you help us do it in the most efficient way.
Yeah. Amazing. Thank you so much for the feedback. Really appreciate it. With regards to the changes in regulation that are potentially coming in, obviously we've had the traffic light system released. Everyone's very stressed at the moment and anxious. Like, everyone's talking about it. What are your thoughts and feelings on the potential changes that are coming in?
So I'm a non-medical practitioner, obviously. So my thoughts on it now, I believe that no matter what industry you go in, there will be good and bad. There's good doctors, there's bad doctors, there's good plumbers, there's awful plumbers,
Yeah. Yeah.
No matter what you go in, there will always be a good and a bad. The only reason I feel like non-medics get the stick is because in our industry, it's almost seen as non-medic versus medic.
Yeah.
Whereas no, we can work hand in hand, because as a non-medic, I still need a medic for my prescriptions. I still need a medic as clinical oversight. So we can work hand in hand together. And I think that some regulations coming around are good, but I don't think that treatments such as fillers should be reserved only for medics, because I think just as good as there are medics, there's also just as many great non-medics in the industry. And it would be a disservice to, one, the economy as well. Like, just randomly that popped into my head. It would
Yeah.
be a disservice to the economy, because the beauty industry is kind of a £1 billion industry within the UK alone.
Yeah.
And it would just be a disservice to so many people that work hard and are passionate about what they do, like myself, like so many other practitioners I know. And it would be heartbreaking to see if that was to come about. But at the same time, I think that having a governing body would also be really good to kind of have it regulated, but don't completely take away people's livelihoods and careers.
Yeah, I completely agree. I think having a regulatory body, so there are certain things that everyone has to do and has to have. That's only going to be helpful for practitioners to know that they're doing the right things. But
That's it.
I agree with what you're saying on the kind of ripping people away thing, because even when it comes to clients, clients, they trust their practitioner. You build relationships with them. I know as a client myself, like I tell my practitioner like more than my friends and family know about me. And if someone was just like, right, they're not allowed to do this anymore, I'd be like, but I don't want to go to someone else. I want to go to them for my treatments, So
That's it. And what also worries me is I feel that when you stop a set group of people who've been doing a set thing for so long, I feel that then that's where the trouble starts, because let's face it, some people will probably try to do it under the table.
Yeah.
And I feel like that can be dangerous. That opens up a whole host of other dangers, rather than kind of giving everyone a standardized framework to work from, which I think that's what should be done.
Yeah.
And it's only right to have a standardized framework for everyone practicing. But I think if you restrict people, I think that's where the dangers then happen. And then we'll see in the newspaper someone's had something done in someone's kitchen and it's gone wrong or whatever. And that's what I don't want to see. I would rather see regulations come in for everyone across the board and be standardized.
Yeah,
for sure.
100%. I completely agree with you, lovely. So just to finish on a positive note, let me choose one. What would you say is your like proudest moment since becoming a practitioner? So is there like a specific client that you've seen or a specific time where you've been like, do you know what? I'm really good at this and I absolutely love what I do.
It's so many. When you said that, my brain was like, what would I choose? Okay, I'm just gonna give you like two.
Okay.
One will be client related and one will be business related. Yeah,
okay.
Two. So in terms of my clients, I had a client who she'd been in a really bad car accident. I never showed her pictures just because she requested me not to.
Yeah.
But she'd been in a really bad car accident where she it busted her lip, but the way the tissue had healed when they stitched it back, it wasn't healed kind of uniform as a normal lip would be. So she had almost like a cut here. It was, I would say the best way to describe it is like a cleft lip, but not in the center.
Okay, I see.
But on her side and her chin as well, basically she'd had filler done elsewhere to try and correct it and she wasn't happy. And she'd come to me and I was like, you know what? It won't get done in one sitting because you have to manage someone's expectations. And with something like that, I would be silly to say I could do it in one. We did it over 2 sittings and her lips at the end looked pretty much normal again. And when she saw it, she cried. And it made me cry. Just that reaction of, and I've had other people cry as well, but I think this one just really touched here.
Yeah.
Just because I know that she'd already tried to fix it and it'd been a long journey for her. So to see that kind of that happiness, to feel like, oh my gosh, I feel normal again. It was really, really nice. And I was like, yes, I am good at this.
Like that's like changing someone's life, like that's amazing. Love that.
That's it. And I feel honored to be part of my clients' journeys in that aspect. Like it's such a warming feeling.
Amazing.
And in terms of the business, I'm just really proud and grateful, humbled and honored to have gotten so far with the business in such a short space of time.
Yeah.
Like within 2 years, I've been in 2 locations in the city centre. I'm internationally trained, as well as obviously trained in the UK. I've trained with some amazing doctors out in Eastern Europe. So overall, I'm just really proud for the little milestones that I've had through the 2 years, 2.5 years I've been doing this.
Amazing. And cannot wait to see where things go with your academy and over the next 6 to 12 months. So excited. You can absolutely smash it.
Thank you. And I'm excited to see the growth of faces, because especially in the last few months, you guys have been out, like every time the app updates, I notice, because I use it every day.
Yeah.
And just seeing the little changes, I love it.
Yeah, good, because there's so many more to come, which is so exciting.
I can't wait to see.
But thank you so much for coming on the podcast, lovely. I've loved speaking with you. Congratulations on everything that you've achieved so far.
Thank you so much. It was so nice to speak to you, and I'm here if you need anything else.
All right, and you. All right, thank you so much. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.